There's nothing quite like the magic of Christmas. But at the North Pole, it takes more than just candy canes to get presents to the good little boys and girls all over the world. We spoke to head elf and logistical coordinator Joey Buttons Spilotro.
Let me tell you something. I have the most challenging logistical job in the whole fucking world. I got delivery problems, haulage problems, I got teamsters up my ass, and fucking wise guys at customs who need greasing. Hey, Tommy! Will you take your out of that door? We got work to do! Look, why don't you get the hell out of here? I'll go listen to some funny business. I got work to do, huh?
David!
Jack!
Fancy getting a seat on the plane next to you? Ha! On the South America run again, I see.
Absolutely. I've got so much yayo packs up there, I daren't let out a squeaker. Unless this place looked like a dirty builder's radio.
I'm much the same. Oh, they really wedged it tight this time.
Well, that's Eric for you. Actually, I've just come from a meeting with him.
The big boss, eh? What a pain in the backside that must have been.
Well, you know what he's like with his targets and projections. Always looking for increased inputs and outputs.
Mostly inputs.
He seems to have got it into his head that what we need in this organisation is a bit more positivity.
Unbelievable.
So, I said to him, Eric, if it's positivity you're after, then can I positively tell you there is only so much cocaine you can jam inside a human anus?
You didn't.
I did.
What did he say to that?
Oh, just the usual stuff. Blue skies thinking, and having ideas outside the box.
Well, that's nonsense. The one thing you want in this game is to keep things inside the box, which can be particularly tricky in a pressurized container at 60,000 feet.
Don't I know it?
Hey, did you hear about Kendrick?
Oh, what's the silly bugger gonna do now?
He was flying through LA and decided to get a spicy breakfast burrito on his stopover.
Schoolboy error.
It hit him just as they were taking off. By all accounts, his aisle seat ended up looking like a Jackson Pollock painting.
Oh, Kendrick, just some of us aren't cut out for this game.
Do you ever think about jacking it in, David?
From time to time. But I thrive on the challenge, you see. Plus, I like working within a corporate environment. And then there's the perks. Travel, exotic locales, regular health checks.
How about cutting yourself free? Start up on your own.
What? Do you mean go solo?
Maybe not solo. Perhaps a few of us could go freelance. Start up our own agency.
I don't know, Jack. I guess at the end of the day, I'm just risk averse.
You people think it's all magic and f***ing fairyland, but you don't see me and the guys busting our nuts 365 to get your shit you don't even need. Pressure? My stomach ulcers got ulcers. My piles got their own shrink. I got more motherfucking lines on my forehead than Tony Montana's got racked up on his desk. And here's a sketch.
Oh, yes.
What is it now, Mr. Darcy?
Ask me if I've been bad, Miss Bennet.
Oh, all right. Have you been bad, Mr. Darcy?
Indeed I have, Miss Bennet. Why, only yesterday, during my post-tiffin perambulation, I happened across your sister Kitty, to whom I consciously and wilfully failed to doff my hat.
Oh, poor Kitty. No wonder she was off her sheep's rump at supper.
Ask me if I've been a naughty boy, Miss Bennet.
Have you been a naughty boy, Mr. Darcy?
Of course, Miss Bennet. When I was 5, I distinctly recall calling my aunt, the Lady Catherine de Borough, a silly old trout.
A trout?
Yes, Miss Bennet. It's a kind of freshwater fish, considered most delicious.
I know what a trout is, Mr. Darcy. Oh, poor Lady Catherine. I'm sorry, but I simply cannot bring myself to continue my association with someone of such beastly intention, Mr. Darcy. Good day.
No, I implore thee, Miss Bennet, pray continue, please.
Are you enjoying this, Mr. Darcy?
Not at all, Miss Bennet. I just really really hate flies. Oh, look, there's one. Ah, die, you winged beast! Oh, yo!
Oh, do be careful, Mr. Darcy. Mama!
Oh, my favourite vase! Someone's been bad. Someone's been very, very bad. Someone must be punished.
She did it! It was her! I saw her do it!
Oh, bum. Well,
Tell me, Elizabeth, have you been a bad girl?
oh, absolutely, Mama. Why, only last Tuesday I knocked on the Reverend Collins' front door and ran away before he doth answer.
That is bad.
Sometimes the boss might say, Joe, we gotta send a message. There's a toy manufacturer with a big mouth. So me and Nicky D, we take him for a ride, we take care of it, no big deal. I made my bones a long time ago. You know why they call me Buttons? You wanna know why they call me Buttons? You don't wanna know, trust me. Now sit your ass down and listen to this.
Good morning, sir. How can I help you?
Hello, I'd like to buy a comedy sketch, please.
And what type of sketch are you looking for?
I don't really know. It's for some daft radio, but not like proper radio, internet sort of competition thing.
Always a dodgy area. What's it called?
The Wireless Show.
Sounds awful.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Did you have anything particular in mind? Any specific subcategory of sketch?
Not really. All I want is to create something funny. Something that will bring joy and little happiness into the dull lives of those who write it, record it, and ignore it.
Really?
No, that was a joke.
Sarcasm.
Look, I'll level with you. All I want is to be seen as someone different and more imaginative than the average office-bound worker. To give some kind of justification for my meaningless and ultimately futile shell of an existence.
How about something surreal? Why deal with reality when you can hide inside a second childhood?
That could be good. Would something silly be a possibility?
Silly's good. It appeals to the full spectrum of radio comedy listeners. Though in truth, a genre more effectively played out visually.
Hasn't it all been done to death, though?
Oh, they've all been done to death, sir. I'm personally of the view that the sketch as we know it is becoming an ex-comedic format. It is ceasing to be funny.
What? Are you in knob gags?
Well, one has to keep abreast of the modern codes of behaviour, sir. Wouldn't want to have stiff opposition thrust in one's face, as it were.
Well, what about some political satire?
Not much call for that these days, sir.
I don't suppose you've got any original sketch scripts at all, by any chance?
You mean something that's never been done before? That isn't a barely disguised facsimile of a weather-worn routine that turns not only the format, but the form on its head?
Yes!
No.
Sarcasm?
You're catching on.
So the best I can hope for is some hopelessly cobbled together piece of crap from the past 50 years of comedy entertainment.
That's the ticket. And here you are, sir. Your comedy sketch.
This is a pencil-drawn image of a man slipping on a banana skin.
Yes, that's right.
How much will that be?
That will cost your dignity and any self-worth you may not have already sold down the river. And if plagiarism is established, disqualification from the competition.
Sounds like university to me.
Reindeers are a pain in my ass. Those stuck-up show ponies give me more grief than anyone in this whole place. And every year it gets worse.
Joseph! Joseph! I've still not had my hay! You know Dasher can't fly without his hay! See to it, would you do? You funny little chap!
Funny? Funny how? What, like I'm a clown? Like I amuse you? I'm a clown, huh? I amuse you? How the f*** am I funny? Tell me, huh? Huh? Not so funny now, huh, wise ass? I've been expecting you, Mr. Bond. Are you prepared to face the wrath of
Good morning, my name is Derek Hutchinson, and I'm a bailiff appointed by the County Court, and I'm addressing E.S. Blofeld Limited, trading as SPECTRE Industries.
No.
Mr. Blofeld, your Papa John's is here. Shall I cut it up for you the way you like it?
Please, pay no attention to that woman. She thinks everyone is from Papa John's.
As you will be aware, Mr. Blofeld, judgment was given against you in the County Court in favour of EDI Business Premises Limited for the sum of £830.26. representing 2 months unpaid rent plus court costs.
£800? I don't keep that kind of money around here.
Well, then I will need to look to remove goods to that value. Let us have a look. Half a dozen personal computers, printers. What's over there?
Oh, that's nothing. Just a Class A hydrogen bomb.
Not much resale value in one of those these days. What's in the boxes?
6 automatic rifles. 50 of them.
Now that's more like it. New?
No, we stole them from the Austrian Federal Police.
Oh dear. Previously owned. Pity. Is that it?
Yes.
Hang on. What's that noise?
That, my dear simple Mr. Hutchinson, is a missile. Concealed in a cunningly disguised underground missile silo. A nuclear missile pointing directly at Whitehall.
What kind of missile?
A Titan II.
A Titan II? With 8 re-entry vehicle options?
No, the 32 for maximum damage.
Well, that's more like it. I think I'll cover your debt nicely, Mr. Blofeld.
Oh, no, you don't understand. I need those...
Charlie! Yeah. It's the Hutch. Yeah. Listen. I need you to head back to the depot. We're gonna need a bigger van.
No! What do I want for Christmas? A 3.5-foot broad with low standards and a dirty f***ing mind. Merry f***ing Christmas.